This is the Wolf of Wrestling, COO Schwartz, and you're drinking and smoking legacy cannabis at most.
This is Drinkin at Demos, where we talk about the pros of pro wrestling in the Midwest while sipping on some brews with blessed beers and wrestling. That's my scene. Death matches and lucha libre, it's also mean. I'm a straight up smart goofball, not no kiss ass. I stand tall when it comes to wrestling. I'm the king. I know every move, every fling. Get ready for a wild time with Drinkin at Mo's, where we don't quit. Drinkin at Mo's, that's where it's at. Like a power bomb, we hit hard, never flat. Fucking right, we're living the dream. Talking about wrestling, always a scream.
You know, I've always said here at Drinkinatmos, just because it says drinking at Mo's does not mean it has to be alcoholic. So I'm happy to say Drinkin at Mo's is sponsored by Prince Nana Coffee. The exact same guy you see every week on Dynamite, on Collision. Yes, he has his own coffee, and it's freaking delicious. They don't even roast those beans until you've placed your order. And you might be telling me, hey, Big Mo, I'm more of a tea guy. They got you covered there too. Use the referral link in the description of this video. And let's get you dancing like Prince Nana with Prince Nana Coffee. All right. Welcome, Drinkin' Mo's. Big Mo here. You know the drill. YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff, because YouTube's algorithm continues to be a pain in my ass. A lot of people's, really. Don't forget about the audio platforms. Those need your love too. Today I'm excited to welcome back COO Schwartz. Wow, words are hard.
Words be hard sometimes.
Yeah, words be hard sometimes.
They is.
It's awesome to have you back, man. I've been looking forward to this one.
Always a pleasure, my treasure.
Now, it's been a little bit, and you've been up to quite a bit. Grind time going.
Busy guy.
Grind time going well. You know, you guys got a lot of stuff that you don't see a lot of places. Like I remember seeing stuff about benefits for talent, and like regardless of independence or national TV, like those sorts of benefits just aren't out there that much, or aren't being given by different promotions. And well, in a world right now where
it's not given by any promotions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in a world right now where healthcare is very important, you guys are doing something great there.
Thank you so much. I will say it's been a passion project of mine getting the healthcare initiative together. We did have some snafus and some bumps and some bruises. We unfortunately had to recalibrate. I maybe I was ambitious too soon with what resources I actually had, but in being ambitious, I was noticed by the right people. Our government took a shutdown. This isn't a political stance. I'm just going to put the fact out there. I'm not going to say either way, but it did factually interrupt everything that we were doing with that, and we were unable to provide affordable health care to professional wrestlers. Opinion is from me is that that's no good. I don't like that, but that means I just have to try double hard. I had some wonderful people from Brooklyn, New York, reach out to us They actually work with Bogner. They got sportswear, the designer sportswear line, and they're awesome too, because they sent us some wonderful clothes, some wonderful jackets, just amazing stuff. They have some people there that work with healthcare, and were able to help provide me with a better direction. And going into this year, when we have open enrollment by the end of this year, my goal is to take these 365 days, and I'm going to prep every wrestler, because some people just don't know that they can get it. Some people are too intimidated by what they feel the process is, and it is not like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to set up Zoom meetings, and I'm going to set up that with multiple agents, and I'm going to find a way to get pro wrestlers, independent professional wrestlers, announcers, referees, and their families. Okay, this also goes for their families. I'm going to get them health care. But we're not just doing healthcare. Healthcare is the vehicle.
Yeah.
We're also going to be providing, there'll be dental. You have the option of getting dental, good price dental. You can get life insurance because Lord knows what goes on in that ring is very unpredictable. We're going to get people involved in possibly getting all types of insurances that they can get for their lives. But we're going to start with like the core four, health, dental, life, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the other one right now off the top of my head. It's some sort of accidental.
Okay.
You can buy it in addition, but that's why we have the specialists. You'll be able to talk to these specialists, and we can get pro wrestlers healthcare. This was Roddy Piper's dream.
I know, right?
This was Roddy Piper's dream, and for some fucking reason, everyone forgot about it. Everyone was like, no, it just can't be. Or they gave up on it, or they weren't looking. And that bothers me because I'm just like, if you haven't found the solution, it means a lot of you are too lazy because it just takes a little hard work to get there. And I've been able to come across multiple resources, and we're going to get people, we're going to change this. We're going to finish out Roddy Piper's dream.
That is awesome. Definitely something that needs to.
Roddy Piper rules.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, let's
keep it 100 here.
Oh, yeah. No, and although it brings me back a fond memory of looking back on Roddy Piper and smiling. I was actually just watching a clip from Chris Van Vliet's channel where he interviewed Santino, and he was going over all of the names that he would mispronounce. Rodney the Piper.
Yeah, Rodney the Piper.
Oh God, what the?
Santino's a job.
Oh
yeah, but I mean, this guy had an idea for pro wrestling as somebody who lived and breathed this and knew it was important.
Oh yeah.
And what we're not gonna pursue it. We're not gonna talk about it. Forget that shit. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and I'm gonna put a team together and I'm gonna do it.
Oh yeah,
that's what I do. I roll up my. I am blessed to be around the right group of people that roll up their sleeves every day, and we do it. We don't bitch about it. We do it. And yeah, we know it's tough, but we're gonna get a solution down. We're gonna fix all this for everybody. And I implore people to just kind of go into that with that attitude. Things can be fixed. The solution's just harder than you think. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Oh yes, most definitely. That brings me to a couple things. Mentioning about the good group of people you have around you with the Grindhouse Wrestling Academy. You guys are given you mentioned all the different aspects of the business that you guys are wanting to get that coverage for. Sure. You guys are doing the training for all of those from, wrestlers, referees, announcers, managers, we're
training trainers. Do you know that? We're also training trainers.
You know what? I don't think I heard about that one.
So it's not a class. It's when you're employed. We're hiring trainers actively. I run currently 3 classes a day, and that's going to be old news starting somewhere around the end of the first quarter of this year. I can't really get into a lot of information, but I feel like you guys are going to see something that independent wrestling has never done before. Around March, April, and I just keep your eyes on what we do. But to do what we do, we went from a building that had a school that was 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. That's fine. The training's good. There's no shots on anything like that. But there's a responsibility when this is our job, and we created an academy. And I'm not saying that to sound above everyone and to make myself sound egotistical in any sort of way, But when you're an academy, you have to be fully functional in multiple areas.
Oh yeah.
We're open for 3 classes a day. We have open ring. We use trainers that have been there. We use trainers that have been there when it comes to the independents. We have trainers that have come there when it comes to, that have been there when it comes to TV.
You
We
have.
are there. We put in the hours and the time. We have 8 people with 8 keys that have access to our building at all times. So even though we're open till midnight officially, we have private training sometimes at 3 in the morning for factory workers that also wrestle. We have kids camps every weekend, and we're going to be starting our youth classes here really soon. We have advanced classes. We do seminars. We're putting together super camps with people like Alex Shelley and Simon Gotch. We're doing a lot. And then on top of it, we can place you. We have what I like to call the careers department. We have people we can call and get you on their shows in and out of state, and we'll go with you too to make sure the experience is good on both ends, both for the promoter and both for yourself. But we show you how to get booked long term. We teach you the tools that you need. We teach how to brand yourself. We teach how to speak to people. We tell you what promoters want current day because we have people that are out there getting real tangible work right now. So with that being said, what we have in resources, especially with what we can announce here in the next month or two, there's no competition. I don't run the same business model as as any other wrestling school. I'm not in competition with other people because you should always be in competition with yourself, but we don't have the same business model. They don't run like I run, and I don't run like they run.
Yeah. No, nothing wrong with that, but
No, it's just a unique model.
Oh yeah, no, very unique model, and it's something I've mentioned in the show before about uniqueness in professional wrestling can kind of be few and far between, but you guys got something unique, something very special there because you got the renowned trainers, you got the people that you have the access all the time where some, not a knock on anybody, but other places have their set hours. You guys are pretty much whenever, and it's like invaluable experience, especially with you guys have your trainers there that have been there, done that, independent and TV, which to sit under the learning tree of a group like that, like I said, invaluable.
Thank you.
Now, there's also been some shows that have come up like through the past year. One I know was a bit of a charity show, which I love when places are able to give back like that. I wish a thing that was here local to me went a little better than it did, but that's another story for another time.
I understand you have to be the change.
Oh yeah, but it's always nice to see. And then
which show in particular are you talking about? We've done a couple of events recently.
I'm wanting to say it was in December.
Was it a fashion show?
No, it was a wrestling show.
Okay. It might have been for the Alona Club. It might have been for.
I think it. Yeah, there was a post about a guy that was
graduation show. Wait, are you sure you're not talking about the graduation show?
There was one where a guy came in to drop off tickets for the show, and their picture was you with him in a headlock.
Oh yeah, so we haven't done that one yet. That one we haven't done yet.
Okay.
So on February 20th, Grind Time Pro Wrestling will be working with the and I say everything fucked up because I'm from Michigan and I have a Michigan accent apparently, but it's the Alona Club as I pronounce it. I think it's the Alona Club, but I'm so sorry. I'm from Michigan. It's always going to be that way. I love it here. They are a recovery group. What they do is they work with substance abuse and substance abuse recovery.
Oh, awesome.
And that ties into mental health. Myself, Darren, Randy, we are big proponents of getting clean. We have all gotten clean in our own way. Myself, early in my career, I got clean from substance abuse. And Darren, famously, is a recovering alcoholic because we're always recovering, right? And that's many years ago. And Randy's recovering as well. So we find it very important to acknowledge these things publicly and back them with the resources that we have. So it's a pleasure and a privilege to be running Wrestling for Recovery on
Oh
February
yeah.
20th. All proceeds, every damn dollar goes to that fund. We're donating our time and our energy because we believe in what they do. And Eddie over there, hell of a guy. Uh, can't wait to work with them.
That is awesome, and something that I've been kind of passionate about, because when I went to back to school after getting out of the Navy, I actually went and got a degree in, it was a human services addictive studies, and I was actually working at a rehab center for teenagers while I was going back to school.
Sure.
So I've been able to, run into some of the kids that I worked with there periodically. It hasn't happened in a little while, but when I would hear from them how much I meant to their recovery, I'm like, man, that's why I even wanted to get that degree and get that job.
Like there's a lot of people in wrestling that have recovered from substance abuse and alcoholism and stuff like that. And if you get those people in front of a bunch of recovering addicts that want to get away from that lifestyle, and they can see what they can become just by seeing someone fly around the ring, throw a clothesline, see where they came from, see what they see. When you see what you're capable of, the game
Oh,
changes. You level up. It's called, we call it leveling up for a reason.
oh
And
yeah.
all we want to do at Grind Time is level people up every which way that we do and that we can. I mean, it's just very important. It's
Oh
very
yeah.
important to let people see that they can break through these proverbial glass ceilings in their life.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely something that, with the experience that I've had working in that field, I've seen just how hard a lot of alcoholics and addicts work towards, not only getting sober from the initial stages, but maintaining it.
Sure.
And just gives me that much more respect for those that have, maintained it on a long-term basis like that.
Yeah, there's a reason they say it's a journey. You're on a journey.
Conveniently enough, the place I worked at when I was going back to school is actually named Journeys.
With the shoe store?
No, it was a rehab center that since closed, but it was here local to
different
me.
journey.
But that, you wouldn't be the first person to put that together.
Sure.
When I was still there and I mentioned the name of the place, that came up all the time. All the time. Now,
Oh man, it must be driving you Steve Madden.
so
Dad jokes. I'm 42 on Sunday. I turned 42, so the dad jokes are just oozing out of me.
I turned 43 in July.
Oddly enough, though, they're good at charity events, dad jokes.
Oh yeah. And well, now I like telling them even more because, actually being a dad, and you gotta fit in the dad jokes. Being a dad, my little guy just turned a year old this last Christmas Eve.
Mazel tov.
Oh man, he is something. He
Mazel, my friend. Yeah.
Thank you. It's something when I go to watch wrestling on TV, and he, something, I want to eventually share it with the little guy.
Sure.
But when watching it on TV, and he a particular entrance music gets him like, oh, and then he just starts bouncing like, I'm like, oh man, you're just
The bug's bitten.
warming my heart right now. I've even got to tell the joke. This was like shortly after he was born. I was watching an episode of SmackDown, and I have some friends over at Fightful that do the SmackDown post shows.
Sure.
And I commented in there because when I was watching with him, all of a sudden I just felt this warm spot on me. I'm like, oh God. I lift him. I'm like, ah, damn it. And so I commented in their post show, I'm like, my son was so excited about the show, he peed on me.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
You shouldn't feel bad about it. Sometimes I get excited. Be myself too.
I haven't gotten that excited in a
When I was one.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I can't relate.
Yeah. So another place, we've talked about this promotion for you before, but Flophouse, I'm loving seeing.
I've heard of it.
I've loved watching everything that I can with them, and they kind of ended the year off with a bit of a bang with this Scramble Royal.
Yes. Yeah.
That was something like we mentioned, a little bit ago. Uniqueness in professional wrestling can be kind of few and far between. Well, a Scramble Royal, I'm imagining combining two of my kind of favorite matches, the Royal Rumble type and Scramble matches. It kind of
Battle Royal, more of a no staggered entries.
Just everybody
in there, but it's pinfall, submission, or over the top rope, 2 feet touching the ground.
Hey, I like it. Especially, you get everybody in there. It's,
yep.
I always joke when it comes to like the Royal Rumble, and every time somebody will be like, oh, I'm going to outlast 29 people. And I'm like, are you really going to be eliminating 29 other people?
I mean, it could happen. It's on paper. It's possible. On paper.
Entirely possible, yes.
Physically, technically, yes, it's possible. But will it happen? Like, I don't know. Is Brock coming back?
He's come pretty damn close.
Bork Laser.
Oh man,
is Bork Laser coming back?
Yeah, but it's something. I love seeing that, and then everything with Grindhouse. I'm loving it. Looking into 2026, you mentioned about the the benefits of wanting to get that going by the end of the year. What else? We're kind of fresh into the year here still. With the rest of the year coming up, what else can people expect from you and what you got going?
Well, I'll tell you this. I just got, by the time this comes out, I'll have announced it anyway, right? How staggered are these episodes?
I have some stuff coming up for promotion in Texas, so it'll be probably
perfect. I can already tell.
Next month, mid February.
By the time this comes out, everyone will already know. August 8th, we are returning to the old Miami for Flophouse Wrestling.
Nice.
We are returning there for No Fucks Given 4. That is the Mania of Manias. On a personal note, I plan on taking that belt all the way to that very show, and whomever is unlucky enough to take me on will lose, and I will retain, and I will be enjoying another Flop Mania at No Fucks Given. Even though this is our 6th, I think this is our 6-year anniversary, because we started in 2019. However, these No Fucks Given events have become so big. These are more of our WrestleManias.
I was gonna say I've been getting that that vibe from each of them every time I hear about that show coming up, which I mean, I love the damn name of the show right off the bat.
Yeah, so did a gentleman in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's just an
That's
amazing.
so petty. That was so petty of me. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I love it. I love it.
I'm just playing music. You can call me Tom Petty.
But another thing I was wanting to talk to you about, because I've been noticing a lot of some pretty great quotes coming up on your Facebook. Like one in particular that kind of resonated with me about the hardest part of leadership isn't making decisions. It's realizing most problems don't get solved, they get tolerated. And I'm like, wow, never really thought about it like that, but it's true.
More people are trying to learn how to live with this problem because it's easier than solving it. And at the end of the day, it's not, because it's going to cause you more headache, heartache, and bullshit. And it'll cost your energy. And, you're not supposed to address it head on right away. You got to start the process of getting to the head on. Nothing happens like right away, but like you have to notice at some point, it's not just that person you're dating that you should break up with. It's small problems.
Yeah.
And we're not addressing them in our daily lives. And I'm not talking about like the realization, like, of course, like if you don't notice something, you got to work on self-awareness. But when you notice something, you got to start chipping away one way or another. You have to like tolerating the hamster wheel of life is no way to live.
Oh, most definitely not.
You really realize, excuse me, I got a hiccup. You really realize, when you sit back, like, and think about it, go in a quiet room, go sit in one of those water tanks, solitude tanks, and listen to your hair grow and all that shit. But really take a look inside and see what have you been tolerating? Like what have you as a person, what have you been tolerating that's just no more, this eats away at me, this makes my life harder. It's as simple as you want to go to the gym in the morning, right? But you're like, I don't want it. Well, lay out your clothes the night before. Better yet, lay out some sweatpants and sweatsuit. Wear your clothes that you're going to work out to bed if you have to, because if you're going to roll out of bed and go to the gym, then just get your sweats ready and go. Like, what can you do to make it easier?
Mm-hmm.
And not tolerate this injustice that you've been creating for yourself.
Oh yeah. No, definitely, not always, immediate fixes, but yeah, anything that can get you going on that right path. Yeah, for sure.
And like, cheap plug, I hate to say it, but like you can subscribe. I have a subscription offer feature on my Facebook right now. And I implore anybody that's starting a business, starting a promotion, thinking about it, just wanting to know what goes through all of this, because I'm doing some major things here with with a great team of people, and I have a lot of learning experiences that I'm sharing there. And I think a lot of people, if it doesn't work for you, if you're just a wrestler trying to wrestle, there's nothing wrong with that. This probably doesn't suit you. But if you're trying to build something and create something, and you want to say, I strongly suggest it. I've tried to keep it affordable, and we talk about things on there like building a business, trial and error, things that money management. We talk about like branding, working with your friends, hiring your friends, buying a legacy, things like that. We talk about that in there. So, I give a lot of like stuff to think about on my Facebook, but if you really want to like dive in with the rest of us, I'm building a community over there for people that want to, for people, especially in wrestling, that want to create something.
And for those that, when this comes out, for the subscription, what does that take with Facebook? Because I've been noticing, the subscription stuff on Facebook, but it's still relatively new to me.
I didn't want to. I didn't really want to do it until I didn't want to run business and merchandising seminars back in the day unless I wrote a 30-page textbook that went with it, but I did. So like I don't do anything unless I give value. I just can't. And so right now, for example, you go on there. I think you can link your card with Meta, and whatever. Meta's a thing now. Again, turning 42, but it's like $4.99, and what that does is gives you access to a community within there of some of us that now And I just launched it, so subscriptions are ramping up. It's okay. Uh, as the community fills out, we're talking about like things that are business related, like in wrestling, building like promotions, brands. Um, if you want your own podcast, if you want to be involved in the journalism of wrestling, like we're talking about the business of pro wrestling. And I think that's something that not a lot of people really dive into that have tangible experience. I'm writing $250,000 proposals and things like that. And I'm working with major charity organizations and outreach programs. I work with 501(c)(3)s now. I know how to brand myself. I was on the journey of getting sponsored. I remember 3 years ago, and I said I was going to get sponsored, especially by a cannabis company. And I was sponsored by Mint Cannabis in a matter of a year. And when I want something, I go for it, and I think I can teach that to other people, and I can help people with that. I think I can create wealth. I create wealth for other people and myself, but like my job is I create wealth, and I do it through the medium of wrestling, which is a very hard medium to do. But I figured it out, and I think I can do that for other people.
Oh yeah, definitely. Think great idea there. You got a great team behind you. You have it's invaluable knowledge that you are going to be able to impart to people. I did notice that the subscription thing was relatively new, which I mean, hey, like I said, invaluable experience
Right.
there that you're getting to share. So $4.99, not a bad price.
Yeah, for the month.
Yeah, not a bad price at all, especially with the prices people pay for a lot of stuff out there right now.
Sure. I mean, I unfortunately keep my clothes on. I'm sorry, everybody. I know.
Not that type of subscription.
I know. It's only for my fans. But no, I just my area of expertise is business, and I feel like I could share that with people.
That is awesome. Now, before we go, where can people find you and everything you're up to social media wise? So if they, for some reason, don't have their eyes on you, they're going to be getting them.
It's okay. Liv Morgan, watch me, right? You can follow me on Facebook. That's one of my predominant ones. I'm not on Twitter. That place is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Or X or whatever it's called.
Or whatever.
You can find me on Facebook, Scott Schwartz, the Wolf of Wrestling. You can also find me on Instagram, Schwartz the Wolf. You can find me on there, putting stuff up there, reels and shit like that. You can find Flophouse Wrestling. Just go on Facebook, look us up on all social media and Instagram. We're on there. Just looking for Flophouse Wrestling. We've got an event coming up March 6th. It is the St. Patrick's Day Slap and Tickle. It'll be at the yeah, there's that tickle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can come on out. We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna take on that No Good Storm. The No Good Storm Garcon. I'm gonna beat her up and retain my belt. Despite the wonderful talent she does have, she's a very talented individual.
Yeah, very much.
So that'll look good on my resume. Haha. No. But we also have Eric Dillinger, Lex the Radical. We've got Brutus Dillon. We've got Monsters. We've got Mayhem. We've got the little slap. We've got a little tickle. And then we're going to take it on home that night with a red light district death match. Gigi Jacobs, Chuck Stein. I'm losing my voice. And Satu Jin. They will, and the winner of that match will also lose against me and all that goodness. Because as that's for the number one contendership. So come on out on March 6th for that. And then Grind Time Pro Wrestling, February 20th, the Alona Club. We are doing Wrestling for Recovery. On the 27th of March, we're going to be doing Centerline High School. And then on 313 Day, keep in the loop with us. Watch our social media. 313 Day, we're going to do something huge. We're going to do it downtown. We're doing it with Darren. We're doing it with the Cherry Monkeys. We're doing it with some of your favorite wrestlers. But it's going to be a big day. It's going to be insane. And that's the information I'm going to give you on that now. But you can follow us at Grind Time Wrestling Academy, Grind Time Pro Wrestling and Academy. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. And fuck Twitter.
Yeah, fuck Twitter.
Fuck Twitter.
There. See if I get the issues with this goddamn button. See, I'm already having the issues.